Hello, everybody. Welcome to Telli Talks, where we talk about life, growth, relationships, and all things in between. I have a very special guest with me today. She is a reality star and the star of House of Sims, Demi Sims.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. Cheers.
Thanks for having me. Cheers.
Oh my gosh, how I'm going to do this.
Oh, that's nice.
So, for the people that don't know your journey, your story, tell us how you got to where you are today.
Okay. So where I am right now is I'm filming a show here in LA, and I'm originally from Essex, which is a small town in London. No, outside of London, sorry. I'm so used to just telling everyone I'm from London over here because it's easier for them to understand. But how I got to that place was when I was about 14 in school. I was just like living a normal life, like just had like a normal family and stuff. And I have an older sister who's 41. And I have an older brother that's 32. Is he 32? Do you know how old he is? 32. Yeah, I have an older brother that's 32. And I have another sister who is just a year older than me. She's 28. And my older sister went on a TV show called The Only Way is Essex. And it's just like basically like the UK version of The Hills, but in a town where we're from called Essex. And the show just absolutely smashed it. Her and my cousin went on there at the same time, and they like blew up. So overnight I was like gone from the shy girl in school to like being really well known in school, you know, because my family were all of a sudden on like this big show. And yeah, it just started from there. And like obviously I was really close with my sister, so as I got a bit older we started like going out and that, and yeah, people started recognizing me as her sister, and Joey's my cousin, so started recognizing me as his cousin. And then yeah, when I got to 17, the show actually said to me like, do you want to come on for like a cameo with my sister? And I was like, yeah, that's cool, like I'll come on. And my brother was on it also at the time, so my cousin left and then my brother started, so I'd already had both my cousins. Sorry, I'm confusing this whole story. let me get this back again, because I forgot that my other cousin was on it as well.
So you pretty much your whole family was on the show.
Yeah, so pretty much my whole family was on the show. I had 2 cousins that were on the show. My sister was on the show and my brother was on the show. And then my sister said to me like, do you want to come on for a cameo? And I was like, yeah. So when I was 17 I went onto the show, and I just went on for like a cameo, and I ended up getting really drunk because they were serving wines, and the bartenders didn't know how old I was. So I was like in high heels, I was like glammed up, you know. So I was like ordering cheeky wines here and there.
So this is at 17?
This was 17, yeah. So just before I done my scene, I was like down in these wines. I was so nervous, and like obviously I was trying to be mature. So I went on, I done my cameo. I was absolutely like gone. I was like obliterated drunk. I made a proper fool of myself. Like everything I was saying didn't even make sense. And so yeah, I did not go back on the show after that for about 5 years. I was like, I was so embarrassed. Like,
right.
And the scene actually got replayed on TikTok, I think like last year. Someone uploaded it and it went viral because it was just like,
gosh.
I know. And I had to relive that moment last year when I saw it. I was like, for God's sake. But after that, I just like went to college and I studied like doing special effects makeup. And yeah, I was
going to say, who does your makeup? Because your makeup always looks
flawless.
Oh,
thank you. Yeah, I do it myself. Yeah,
so
I studied it for like 2 years. And I was meant to do like special effects on movies, you know, like the bullet wounds and like the zombies and stuff like that. And I really wanted to do that. But when I left college, I couldn't get into university. I just didn't really have any like qualifications or degrees, so I couldn't get in. And I just got a job as a makeup artist in my sister's salon, because where she was on TV, she was doing well. She opened her own salon. So I got a job in there, and I was working like 5 days a week. And honestly, I was earning like not a lot of money. And I got to the age of 22, and the show kept asking me every year, like, come back. And when I got to 22, I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to do it, because I'm not earning any money being a makeup artist.
Right.
And I'm watching my sister thriving, opening her own salon. Like, my cousin's like doing well. He's bought like this huge like multi-million-pound house. Do you know what I mean? From this show.
Right.
And like they keep asking me to come on, so I need to go on. So yeah, I just said to my mum and dad, like, listen, like, I know they didn't really want me to do reality TV, but
and you're the baby.
I'm the baby. Yeah, I was like, I'm just gonna do it. So I went on, and I done really well. Like my first series, like I absolutely smashed it. Like I had a main storyline with this guy, and it put me in a bit of a weird position because I don't really date guys, but I also knew like if I'd done this that I would be main storyline and it would boost my character. And where I was new, I was like, I need to just go for it and throw myself in something that I'm not like used to doing. And so I done that, but I ended up breaking that storyline off quite shortly because I was like very confused with my sexuality, and I was like, I just don't think I can like continue this. I'm not an actress, even though I tried to act through that a little bit. I did like him, but I just didn't have the feelings there. So I broke that off, and then straight after that first series, I got picked up for a show called Celebs Go Dating, and it was like pretty big in the UK at the time. And so me and my sister went on it as a duo, and and again my career just went like that. So I had no break in between season 1 and going on to this show. And then when I came off that, I went straight on to my second series of Telli, and my career was just flying. Like I was happy with myself, but then I started to experience burnout. I'm sure you know burnout, and I'd never dealt with any of this before. It was so overwhelming, and you know, I was doing so well for myself. I was working with big brands like Pretty Little Thing, Boohoo, and like all of this was like a dream come true. But at the same time, it was just like I was so depressed because I was it was a lot to take in, and I just didn't know how to handle it. I was so young. I was like 22. Like I didn't know what to do, and so I just went through a period that was like quite dark, and I didn't really know how to go on camera and switch that off. So I kept turning up, like, and I was a bit like, I had no personality in me. So I was turning up on the show, and I was drained, and I had nothing in me to give. And
so how did you like get past that dark moment? Like, what did you do to help you regain back yourself and like be positive and just, because it's a lot. Reality TV in general, filming in general is a lot of work. It's a lot of wear and tear on your body, and people just think like it's all good and you're fine and you look beautiful, and it's like outside when you're not filming, it's like you have no time for yourself because you've given all of your energy to filming.
They do. Like people, like they always want to go on TV. They want to be people always want to go on TV and be reality TV stars. Like I hear like so many people saying, oh, I want to go on Love Island, like I want to do this, I want your job, it seems so easy, like you don't really do much, like, but it's the mental thing that comes with it. Like, you have to be so mentally strong. And I didn't really realise that when I was going into this, like, because I thought the same thing. I was watching like my family thriving and like doing well and getting all these amazing clothes for free sent to them and going to restaurants for free. Like I was like, wow, I want that life.
People always see the perks but never see like the hard work in between. Like I say that all the time with boxing too. It's like they see the night of the fight, they don't see the training camp, they don't see the blood, they don't see the sweat, the tears, all of the broken bones and all of that stuff. So it's just like you guys see the glitz and glam of everything,
so
but
true.
the preparation before the glitz and glam is like a shit show.
So true. Like everyone wants to be a boxer nowadays, don't they? But they don't realise you've got to get up at like 4 a.m. for sprinting. Then you've got to go home, sleep, go boxing again. Like you're training all day, every day, and it's not only a job; it's a lifestyle. You can't go out and drink. You can't really stay out till late and party. You can't do any of that. It's just you have to live like quite a settled life, and like how I got out of that, I don't really know, to be honest. Like I got to such a dark place. Honestly, I was like, that's one of the worst places I've been in my life. I won't go into too much detail, but in the end, it like was suffocating me, and I had to tell my mum and dad, and it wasn't something that I wanted to tell them because they was like, we'd already lost like 3 people in my life due to mental health and like suicide and stuff. So it wasn't something that I really wanted to open up and tell them. I was also embarrassed. So obviously I told them I was suffering with my mental health, and they took it so seriously. Like they got me back into like therapy, and they were just like, you know, they just really helped me through that dark time. And but that lasted for quite quite a long time, for like a year or two that went on.
Did you stop filming for that time?
I didn't, and I couldn't tell my old like job that I was going through this, because with my work, like reality TV, who's going to let someone go and film reality TV when they've got bad mental health?
Right.
Like they're going to say to me, well, you can't film then. Like if you're not mentally healthy, how can you film this show? They're not going to let you do it.
Right.
So I had to bottle it up. I've never really spoke about it until now. So yeah, I just bottled that up for like years, and I've just always been like that, like dipping in and out. But I think I'm on like a really steady path now.
That's good.
So yeah, I've done that show for like 4 years, I think, like 4 years, yeah. And the start of it was good, and then, you know, as I said, like I was in and out of like depression throughout that whole show. So I feel like looking back now, if I was in a right state of mind, I could have really done well from it, because I didn't know how to switch it off when filming. I just didn't do that much. And then we got this show, which was amazing, and I was in such a better place by this point. My brother, actually, he organised this whole show. Like, he was our manager at the time. So my brother left the show before I came on. He became a manager, and then he managed me and my other 2 sisters. And he just knew what he was doing. And so he was talking to like OnlyFans.
He's the eldest?
He's the second eldest, so he's 32-year-old. So he was talking to OnlyFans, and he built up quite a good relationship with them, and they said, like, you know, we're bringing out this platform called OFTV, it's new, like, we want a family that like the Kardashians but from the UK. So it was perfect, because we were like the only family on TV in the UK that was like similar, like, you know, the glamorous, the age group, like
all beautiful.
Thank you.
You're
like
welcome.
Yeah, all beautiful. And so yeah, it was just perfect. And when he told us, like, we were all crying, like it was just like crazy, one of the happiest days of my life.
That's amazing.
And yeah, and he was like, we're gonna go to LA and film this, we're gonna start a new life, like let's all just do it, like what have we got to lose? So
this was your first time ever coming to LA in general?
I've been before with family on holiday, but this was like first ever time like thinking I'm gonna move there.
Right.
So we all come out here, and we was all buzzing. We was like the best energy ever. Like, couldn't believe my life. I felt so blessed. Like, I still do feel blessed. And it's just that I went from that really low point in my life to like this, like in the space of like a few years. And it just shows you, like, if you really do hold on, then like better things will come. And
Absolutely.
so yeah, we moved out here, all put in one big house, and signed this massive deal. I couldn't believe my luck, and we filmed for 6 weeks over here, and season 1 aired last year, so that was good. But it's on a new app, so we're still getting some taking used to, and like telling people what this app is, how to download it. You know, it's not just like a TV channel like I was used to being on in the UK.
Right.
This is like an app that's like worldwide, like you can watch it anywhere in the world. So it's pretty amazing, but they just wanted us to get the app known. Mm-hmm. So that's what we've been working on doing. And
this is the OnlyFans app?
Yeah, this
Okay.
is the OFTV app. It's like a separate app to OnlyFans.
Is it like a subscription? You have to pay monthly for it?
So OFTV is just like it's like, you say like Netflix, you can download it on your smart TV and like your phone, your iPad, but you haven't got to have like, you haven't got to sign up, you haven't got to pay anything, it's for free. Like, you can literally just type in like oftv.com and watch it on Safari, like no ads, like it's great, it really is good. So yeah, we're buzzing. So I moved back to London after being here, because I just didn't find my place here, but my brother and my sister ended up staying here.
So they live here permanently now?
They live here permanently, yeah, like they've got their own place and stuff, and I moved back to the UK. But then I've flown back out for this series 2, which is what I'm currently filming now. And yeah, I'm just hoping that it really takes off.
Yeah, no, reality TV is very, very tough. You definitely have to have tough skin, because you don't know what's going to be put out, what parts are going to make it, what parts aren't going to make it, unless you have like creative control as a producer. So it's like, it's very, very hard. And then when people are coming into your lives, you know, I did reality TV too, and I got pregnant on reality TV.
Right.
So I lost a baby a year before that. So it was very, very hard for me too. And it takes over literally your entire life. So when I was pregnant, like at my baby shower, I had to have everyone sign NDAs because no one even knew I was pregnant, let alone having a baby. You know, and then when the show finally aired, my baby was like 6 months old. So it was like a big time for me from filming to like making sure no one knows about my entire pregnancy.
God,
and I'm like this
so
big.
Hard,
Oh my God, it sucked. It sucked. But it like puts you in a mental, you know, position to not be strong when you need to be strong. And it's so hard, and people don't understand that. Like people don't understand what it comes with and the stress that it puts on you.
A lot of stress.
It's a lot of stress, and even just down to the outfits. Like you know, down to the outfits. Let's just talk about the little stresses. You know, the little stresses. You dress very well. When I saw you, I was like, oh, she's so swaggy. I love it. So like the outfits. Finding your outfits for different scenes.
It is difficult.
And it's such a like, oh my gosh, I got 3 or 4 scenes today. You got to 3 or 4 outfits. Like I do the same thing for the show just because I'm doing it the same day. I don't want to wear the same outfit because they're going to be like, damn, she has the same outfit on for every episode.
It is the small things like that. Even like the other day, I was thinking like, I've had this same nail colour for 6 weeks because I have to keep having the same nail colour for like green screen and like in case we have to do any pickups, and I'm just like when I have my final day tomorrow, after that I'm going to change my nail colour up because I'm so bored of this. But it's just like the small things like that people don't realise. You have to do all these little things on TV for like to make it a good show, you know.
Absolutely. So you've pretty much been doing this for almost like 10 years now.
So so a really long time. I mean, the cameo when I was 17, I don't know whether to include that, but when I was 22, 100%. So that's 5 years properly,
Wow. Do you ever get to the point of like, I don't want to do this anymore? Or you're at the point now where you're like, comfortable, this is my life and this is what it is?
Well, when I kept going through them dark periods, I was like, don't know if I can do this anymore. And it wasn't because I was on a TV show, and it wasn't the show's fault that was making me feel like that. It was just I wasn't ready for this world, I don't think. But like I'm so glad that I pushed through that because I love my job and I love where I am. Do you know what I mean? And I think if I didn't do this, then what would I do?
Absolutely.
I can't go back to being a makeup artist.
You'll be a damn good makeup artist though, if you wanted to. I mean, you are great at makeup. I was like, her makeup is flawless. Every time I see you, I'm like, makeup is on point. So good. So family, how does I feel like you work with your family, you're with your family, you're close to your family. How is it like transition of being in LA filming and then not being able to see them? How are they dealing with everything, and your brothers and sisters moving? How's your parents dealing with that? How's that going?
Well, I'm not going to lie, like, my family unit has always been tight. Like, I've always been really close to my mum and dad, and, like, I was always close with, like, my brothers and my sister and stuff. But since we moved to LA, like, we've actually all had, like, a huge fallout, and it has been shown on camera, and it's something that none of us have ever experienced with each other before. Like, I've never really argued with my older brother and my older sister, but I've not spoken to them properly in 8 months now.
Oh, wow.
Until filming, So it was a bit of a surprise, like, when I had to see them in a scene for the first time and none of us had been talking. It was like, it's been hard, and this will be entertaining for viewers to watch, but behind the scenes it was really stressful, and it was like, it's been really difficult, this series, to film. As much as I've had a fun time, it's been difficult. And
that's the kind of the downside of reality TV that not a lot of people know about. You're put in these situations that normally you might probably not deal with or face, and then you're just there to face it, and then there becomes either a conflict or a resolution, and you're just put in a situation. But then from the outside looking in, here's everyone that's going to judge and come in and not know what it does off cameras and the effects that it takes.
Exactly, because I then know that viewers are going to watch this and give their opinion on like my family, and it's not really normal to put your family drama out for everyone to see. Like, do you know what I mean? Airing your dirty laundry, like, it's not normal, is it? But yeah, like, it's been crazy. I don't know how it's going to be perceived on TV, but yeah, I'm kind of nervous to watch it back as well when it comes out. Because I'm going to see what they've been saying about me, and they're going to see what I've been saying about them, and you know it's not going to be easy, but yeah, it's not been easy on anyone, to be honest. I think I'm just excited to go back to London and give my mum and dad a hug, because they've been...
And relax.
Yeah, relax. Like, that is the thing with reality TV as well. Like, you'll do like an intense bulk of filming, like this 6 weeks has been intense, and then you'll have like a nice few month rest and holiday, which you mentally need.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I'm just gonna go home, be with my parents, and go travelling a little bit until I have to film next series.
Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
So how long do you have in between series to like to film, or like to just relax and just, you know, decompress?
My old show that I filmed for like 4 years, it was 6 months a year, so I'd film 3 months on, 3 months off. This series now, where it's been like our first time, we filmed an intense like 6 weeks, and then we had 8 months off, which is where I didn't see my family for that long. And
this is, you didn't see them off camera, because of what happened on camera?
This all happened off camera. Like, it was after we filmed the first series. We were all living together in a house in LA, which probably wasn't the smartest move, because you've got like a 42-year-old, a 32-year-old with his fiance, and then like two 20-odd-year-olds. Like, it just wasn't really a good mix, to be honest. So this all happened in the house after filming, and I just flew back to the UK. I was like, I'm not doing this, you know. So yeah, I didn't see them until series 2. But in the UK, like, I really do enjoy it there. Like, as I said, I'm close with my mum and my dad. My dad's a boxing trainer. You know, he was so excited when I was coming on here. He was like, no way. So I'm like loving the boxing world as well. I'm trying to get a fight on the influencer program. You know, have you ever heard of Misfits?
I'm sorry?
Have you ever heard of Misfits before?
Misfits Boxing?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's what I was training in the UK, because I want to go on there and like just like have a couple of fights and stuff. But like you said, it's not just like pop into the gym for an hour a day. It's like
it's
dedicating your whole life. Yeah. So when I go back to the UK, I will focus properly. I'll stop my partying and everything.
Well, you have
like
a good dad, a good trainer,
and
he can mentally get you right. And I just feel like a lot of what people don't understand with boxing too, it's majority mental. You know, if you're mentally there, you're good to go.
Yeah,
you know?
100%. Like, you've got to feel ready to like put your all in it. But yeah, no, he'll whip me into
great shape. You'll be in great shape. So. And no one's gonna fuck with you, because they're gonna be like, oh, she's gonna beat my ass. So it'll be good. It'll be good.
So yeah, I'm gonna go do that when I get home, and then the show will come out, and then we'll film season 3 early next year.
Nice. Have you ever trained with your dad? Is this going to be like a first time thing?
No, I train with him all the time. Like, I love going to his gym. Like, he's got like big boxers as well. I don't know if you know like Conor Ben. Do you know Conor Ben? Maybe not. Yeah, like UK boxers. So I like watching them all box though. I love the boxing world.
It's so much fun.
I've grown up.
That's another anxious thing too. Like, I get so much anxiety watching.
When you watch.
And then you can't do anything about it. No. It's just like, it's such a hard feeling, like not being able to like do something for your loved one when you know you're able to. So it's kind of like, that's the part that gives me anxiety. I bet. You know? And it's just like, nowadays there's so many people that aren't like boxers, like influencers, that are making great money. Boxing now, you know, like, it's insane.
The influencers are making more money than some of the
real
actual pro boxers.
Absolutely. Which is almost like, I feel bad, because it's almost like it puts like a hinder on the sport of boxing, because these people are like really like fighting to help like feed their families, you know, and it's like it's the only thing they can do is to fight. And then you have someone that, you know, already is probably making more money than the boxers, and then they're getting even more money on top of that, which I feel like the boxers are kind of like not too happy about.
They're not happy about it. I know, I've seen it like all over like the boxing Instagram and stuff. Like, a lot of boxers are saying it's not fair and it's not a good look on the sport. Like, I understand that, but
these influencers and these like, everyone's training really, really hard. You know, like, they're taking it serious, because it's not something to play with. Boxing is not a game.
Like, it's a dangerous
like, you could really
sport.
get hurt.
It is, really, it is. But you've got to really train for that. I think that sort of, when they start doing it, they actually realise that this isn't all fun and games and like going to the conference and calling each other a mug and stuff. This is like, you've actually got to be
and you're in there by yourself. Like, no one can defend you but yourself.
I know. I'm nervous for that. Like, if I do end up fighting, I am nervous for that. my dad's like, I think he's like, you need to do like another 6 months more of training until you're like amazing, and you can go and do it, because he won't let me step in the ring unless I'm. So it's his name as well.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely. Yeah, it's your family's name, you know, and so it's 110% agree with him.
Yeah,
you know, get wherever you need to get to, where like you're mentally there, you're physically there, emotionally there, 110% all the way. I say it to my spouse as well too. Like, you know, when you're in it, he's completely focused, and I say like fight week for him is like our periods, you know, like when we PMS is his PMS for fight week. So he's like, he's if he's in a bad mood, it's fight week. Okay, babe, you're PMSing right now, you know.
It's because of that. They have to be on a strict diet as well. Like, I think that's the thing I'm going to struggle the most with is the food, because I'm a foodie.
I am too.
And like having to eat just just sensibly for the whole time of boot camp, 6 weeks or wherever long, like it's just hard, isn't it?
It's very, very hard. Deontay's more on the like gaining weight side.
Oh, okay.
So, because he's a heavyweight. So he's like, and it's harder for him to gain weight.
Yeah.
And he can go up to however big he wants to go up, but he usually like is in the lower 200s.
Yeah.
So, and he could eat like crazy. Like he could eat smothered pork chops or like, you know, something that's very heavy. And I'm like, I'll look at liquor and I'll get bloated, you know, and I'm like, it's not fair. It's a gene. It's definitely a gene, like an athletic gene, you know. I'm like, how do you just have abs all the time?
Yeah.
It's not fair.
It's not fair, is it? But at least he's like a really good boxer though. Like he smashes it, don't he?
Yeah, he does really, really well. So we've been definitely blessed and grateful to, you know, have his career where it is. So it's a blessing, but it's still like, oh my gosh, like how do you do it? You know, because he won't train for a long period of time.
Oh, really?
And he'll still have like all his muscles. Like he's just, I've never seen him out of shape.
Muscle
and I'm
memory.
Like, I just feel like it's almost like it has to be like a gene.
Yeah, maybe.
Because there's some people that are like maybe always out of shape. Yeah. And that's it's their gene, you know, that he's just naturally athletic. Like he does not, I don't know how, like he won't even work out. And I'm like, how do you still have muscles?
Well, some boxers work out all day and they're still like not in shape.
Yeah.
And I'm like watching them like, how are you in that shape when you work out every day, all day? Like,
it's definitely a gene. It's definitely
sometimes it is the genes and your body type. Like,
yeah. 100. I like solely believe that because I know, there's people that, like you said, they train every day and they never like, it's like they look the same. Mm-hmm. It just doesn't drop. Yeah. You know? And it's like, it doesn't. Yeah.
And you get people that just do like a quick, like, few week turnaround and they're like ripped.
Yeah. It's I'm like, how? You know, I literally have to watch what I'm watching everything. I'm watching what I eat, watching what I drink. Don't look at this right now. Don't judge us, guys. But it's really, really hard. It's really hard to stay in shape. And I feel like as a woman and I'm a mom, like my metabolism isn't what it used to be before. You know, like it wasn't what. I'm not 21 anymore. I'm not. You know, a spring chicken. So, but it's life. It happens.
It does happen. And we're women. We get the time of the month when you want to eat chocolate, like our hormones. Like we just get away with that.
Absolutely. Speaking of hormones, how's dating life? How's dating life with filming life and everything in between? Are you dating?
God.
Are you?
You know, I saw you at that event the other day, and I was like, that girl behind me, I've been trying to get. I really fancy her. Like, she's going out with me in 2 days' time.
Way.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was so funny because you were talking to me about her, and I could see her from like my peripherals, and I'm like, she's over there saying how hot she's like. She's so fucking hot.
Really?
And I can not hear her, but I could see like read her mouth. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, I love this for her. I love this for her. And Hensha, the girl that I was with, she was like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And I was like, I couldn't say it because she was right there and you're right there. But I was like, I love it for her because she's so cute. So I'm over here like, look at the girl, look at the girl.
I remember you tapping me going, no, but she's talking about how hot you are.
Yeah, I could literally see it from this side of my face, and I'm like talking to you here, and I could see her like mouth moving. I was like, I love this for her. So what did she say? Where'd you guys go?
We haven't been. We're going in 2 days' time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're going out. I don't even know where to take her yet, but this is like the day before I'm leaving to go back to the UK.
Oh, that sucks.
I know it's so annoying.
It's a sign. That means come back to LA.
It is a sign. Maybe it is. I'll see how well it does. But I've fancied this girl for like a year, and then I finally see her in person, and I was like,
this is
my chance. I've got to take this.
So you slid in her DMs.
I slid in her DMs last year, and then she didn't reply. And then I know one of her friends, and I was like, "Can you hook me
Here?
up?" Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, "You know what? Like, can you hook me up with her?" And so they messaged her, and she was like, "Oh, she's not really my type." And I was like, "This is so out of order." Like,
So she said you weren't her type.
yeah, apparently so.
Uh-huh.
This is what this other girl said. So then I see her in person a year later, and I thought, I'm gonna try my luck again. I'm not having this.
And this was the other night.
Yeah. So I went up to her and I was like, "Hey, like, I'm Demi Sims," like, and she was like, "Oh my god, like, yeah, I know who you are," like, and I was like, "Yeah, because my friend messaged you," and she was like, "Yeah." She was like, "But you're so hot, babe." She was like, "You're so hot," and I was like, so yeah. So then we started talking on Instagram, and so we're going out in 2 days' time.
That is so crazy.
Sometimes you need to meet people in person, and you need to like
feel their energy.
Yeah,
and
feel
their
the energy.
vibe.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
You deserve it.
Thank you.
You deserve it. So
Thanks.
I hope the date goes well.
I hope so.
You don't have no idea where you're gonna take her?
I don't know yet. No, I need to think of somewhere.
Are you gonna do like a dinner? Are you gonna go to like, I don't know, horror nights? Or
I don't know. I was thinking of doing like a brunch.
you should a good brunch spot. Let me think. I really like Yamashiro because you literally see the entire view.
Is that like, have you got to go up somewhere?
Yeah, you got to go up like in the hills.
Oh,
yeah.
maybe I'll take her there.
And
that sounds
it's
nice.
It's really nice, and you see like the whole view. They have like a koi pond there.
Get a nice cocktail.
Yeah,
yeah, I'll do that. What music is it? Like vibey or not really?
It's like an outdoor, more of like a outdoory vibe.
Okay,
but you guys can actually have a good conversation.
Good
and
conversation.
Hear each other,
Yeah,
so
I won't
get
sing
to
in
know
her
each
ear.
other.
Yeah,
or wherever. I mean, like wherever you go. It's gonna be a good time. But it'll be fun.
No, I'm excited.
Let me know how it goes.
Yeah, I will. I'll keep you updated. But other than that, like, I have just been, being single and just dating around and like being free. Like, I've been single for nearly 3 years now, which is quite a long time. So I'm just trying to find the one, because everyone I'm meeting and going out with, I'm just not getting that feeling of like, I want you to be my girlfriend sort of thing. So I am trying to find that person.
You will.
Yeah.
You will. Give it time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for everyone that comes on the show, we play this game. This is a new one, so I'm going to play with you too, so you're not in the hot seat with me. I mean, by yourself. So I choose death, and I guess they're real scenarios, so we're going to do 6 cards, and we're going to read what's on this card versus what's on this card. Okay, I'll go first. Would you rather lose the ability to bend your knees or forget what you were going to do every time you walk through the door?
I feel like I do that anyway. I always forget what I'm going to do.
I'm the same.
Yeah, I forget what I'm going to do every time I walk through the door.
I'm the same.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if I couldn't bend my knees, I can't sit. I can't do anything. Like,
no, that's just
you just can't do anything.
No. Have I got to take 2 out and ask you?
Yes, it's on you.
Okay. So, never be able to brush your teeth again. It's a bit dirty.
Can't do it. I'm a teeth person.
Same, that's a bit dirty, that. Or be covered in shitty tattoos you absolutely hate from the neck down. You can't get any cover-ups or removals for at least 5 years, or never be able to brush your teeth again.
I'm doing the shitty tattoos because at least they're only 5 years.
I think so as well.
The brushing the teeth is forever, and then like you can't kiss nobody, let alone your kids. Like, I have kids, so it's like that's no. And then it's like you're in people's faces. I'm talking all day. And you just
I always look at people's teeth as well when I meet them. I'm like, I know that's bad, but I actually do.
No, I'm a teeth person. 110%. Like, I am. Like, if I was single, my first place to look would be like your mouth.
That is where I look.
Like,
as well.
first place, I'm like, wait, let me see you smile.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
And plus, like, tattoos, everyone's got shit tattoos nowadays anyway. Like, everyone regrets them, at least one, don't they? So, you got to go that.
Agreed. Agreed. Okay. Next one, I'm going to choose something in the middle. All right. Would you rather you can only eat food that you raised or grew yourself and you only have 1 month to prepare?
Bloody hell.
Or eat a bowl of someone else's shit?
Oh my God. Sorry. Why? Why?
Why would you ever do
Who's
this?
come up with this card game? It's just absolutely ridiculous. I would probably, for the rest of my life, I can only eat what I prepare.
Yeah, and you have 1 month to prepare it.
For the rest of my life.
Only eat food that you raised or grew yourself.
I'd have to do the shit. I'm
You're
sorry.
eating
I'd
the
have
shit.
to. If it's just for like 10 seconds, I'd have to do it. Because I like going to like catch steak and stuff. And if I can't, I'm not going to grow that in my garden.
That is true.
Well, what would you do?
That is true. I mean, I just don't see myself eating shit.
Nor do I. But what are you going to do?
I would have to. Okay, so my brother's vegan.
Right.
And I feel so bad when I eat any type of like animal or anything around him. So I try to like stir towards that way. And I'm a foodie, so I love food.
But what are you going to prepare in 1 month? Like tomatoes?
That's true. I guess, I mean, like, oh, yeah. I would just have to prepare the food and just be like a little stick of a person because...
Well, I won't invite you out to any dinners then. You can sit on your own and eat your own food.
I know. Yeah, catch steak. I mean, all the restaurants. Classic Cat has great... Oh, it's on you. Yeah, Classic Cat has great food. Oh, and I like oysters too. So.
What is with this person's got an obsession with shit? Right, be unable to shit without an anal suppository. You know what I'm saying, don't you? Have claws instead of hands.
Have claws instead of hands, or be only able to shit with a suppository.
Yeah.
I'll do the suppository.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because I feel like colonics is right up that.
Yeah, everyone's
alley.
it's like trendy at the moment.
Yeah.
Everyone's going,
and it has to come out. Like, I'd rather it come out than stay in. So. Okay. Would you rather jump out of a car that's going 50 miles per hour?
I was thinking about that the other day, you know.
Really?
Weirdly enough, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I would be scared shitless. Or everything you eat tastes like crap.
Jump out of the car. I always get like, I don't know if you have it, but I have ADHD, so I always get like impulses, and whenever I'm driving along, I just always want to open the door like that. I don't know why. It's just like one of them.
Oh my god, you gotta do that. Have you watched Special Forces? It's like a show that they do like things that the military does.
No, I haven't seen it.
You have to do that.
Really?
It's they're actually we're talking about it, and I've been watching it and I'm like, oh, that would be something I would so do. Like they're jumping out of like helicopters into like open water.
Yeah.
They're like crossing a bridge with like 2 poles, like from one end to the other end, and it's like 300 feet in the air.
Right. What makes you think I should do this?
I'm like, well, you wanted adrenaline, so I'm like, let's look at adrenaline rush.
Opening a door is a bit different to walking across 2
jumping
poles.
out of a car.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
They have all different things though.
I'd rather jump out of the car, but I could potentially die. So
yeah, that's tough.
If I'm jumping onto sand, we'll do that.
She's sticking with the food, guys. She's sticking with the food. Okay, it's on you.
Right. Have an annoying, destructive cat that scratches everything and constantly knocks your stuff down, and you can't get rid of it until it dies of old age. Or join a drug cartel only to want out a month in.
Join a drug cartel and then get out in 1 month?
Yeah.
But they're going to kill me.
I know.
Like,
it's basically saying, do you want a cat that's annoying, or do you want to die? Like,
yeah, I'm taking the cat and I'm putting the cat in its own little cat space and building it a cat house. Yeah. So we had 2 F1 Savannahs. They're like cheetah cats. They look like cheetahs.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And one of them had like a tumor, and the other one used to never like approach us because he used to be like the distant cat, and the other one would always approach us. And they have like dog temperament, so they fetch and everything.
Yeah.
Super cool. So now it was Simba and Mufasa, and now like Simba, he'll come and he'll just like start scratching his little thing, and so I'm like, all I can think of is like Simba just has his own little space because he used to jump like 10 feet and we couldn't bring him down. Yeah, you know, so it was like we just have to give you your own just space because you're like literally on top of the fridge,
they're
or you're
quite
on
big as well, aren't they?
Yeah, they're huge.
Wow.
Okay, last one. All right. Would you rather have lice you can't get rid of, or be limited to showering in freezing cold water?
Oh, in freezing cold water all day, any day.
It's good for you too.
Yeah, it is good for you.
Yeah, I can't itch.
Yeah.
I feel so bad because my daughter has eczema and she'll wake up itching, and I'm just oh, I hate the feeling of even getting mosquito
my
bites.
brother had that like severely all of his life, and then he was using like creams, like everything, couldn't get rid of it. And then when he was like literally not even long ago, like 4 years ago, he done a food allergy test, and he's allergic to like eggs, like salmon, like all this random food. And since he's like cut out all of them foods, he's not had eczema back.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but he had it like up his neck, like arms. So I don't know if you should take it for like an allergy test.
Yeah, she's been her breakouts usually like come during when seasons change,
Right.
and it'll be like in all her like creases.
Yeah. That was the same as him, like there and stuff. Yeah.
So it sucks.
It does.
Okay, so tell everybody what you have going on, coming up, when you're leaving, when you're coming back, all that good stuff.
Okay, so thank you so much for watching, guys. I have season 2 of House of Sims airing early 2024 on the OFTV app, which you can download on any smartphone, tablet or television. And I will be back in LA next year filming season 3, so make sure you check out that as well. And also I am dropping my clothing line's second drop early, probably like next month. It's called Racing Against Humans, in case you wanted to have a little look, but that's what I've got going on. You can also find me on Instagram under Demi Sims, on TikTok under Demi Sims, and on OnlyFans under Demi Sims.
I love that.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys tune into House of Sims on OnlyFans. Make sure you tune into Demi and all the things that she has going on. Check out her clothing line, second drop. And stay tuned for what's next for all the House of Sims people and Demi Sims. And that is it for Telli Talks.